Welcome back, everyone, to Tater Tanks. Today I'm playing the STRV 103B on the map Malinovka. So you can see we have a Tier 8 matchup here. And being Tier 10, that's always a good thing, but not that it makes that much of a difference with this tank, because I believe even with the standard shells, you get over 300 millimeters of penetration. So it basically doesn't matter what you're up against. If you aim right, you will always be able to penetrate those enemy tanks. So we start on the west side of the map. On the top, it is an assault battle mode, just the normal 2 bases. And I'm coming up to this typical tank sniper hill on the right above the little pond there, and hoping that our AMX 1390 will be able to do some spotting here. Their Scorpion G got really aggressive there and came up into the little dip. But just like that, after firing, I am able to put a shot into the Mars and clean up the Charioteer right away. So off to a really good start here already. I don't know what this, we just call this a Sputnik. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know what this guy was thinking, but I'm able to put 2 nice solid rounds into him, and he is finished off. So within the first 1.5 minutes of the game, I am already at 1,600 damage. Like I said, off to a really good start, but it does end up even better yet. So there we go. A nice high roll up from the 390 up to 442 on that Mars again. And just as I got into position or rotated around enough, their light tank on the hill gets behind cover, getting blind fired by artillery because they got spotted there. And that was a mistake. I should have stayed farther back. If I had fired through those opaque bushes instead of rolling too far forward, I could have remained unspotted. But luckily that hasn't made too much of a difference yet. We'll do some searching for the next good shot. Just waiting for someone on the enemy team to make a dumb mistake, which is always my favorite when the enemy team does that and my team doesn't, or when I don't specifically. So you can see in the first 3 minutes already, we are up to just about 3k damage. I see it's a T95 and I decide I'm going to try to go for easier pickings, because even with this penetration value, it's difficult to pen the T95 from the front, and I end up losing all of my shots at that moment. So even though it's not that it's actually even in kills, it does look quite severe on the mini-map with the amount of tanks that they've sent to the hill. And of course I bounce off the side of the version 4 there. There we get a nice shot in. Get some assistance with that tracking damage. And bounce the shot again. Why not? Try to get one more in before he gets in cover and bounce that one as well. That's 3 bounces off of the version 4 already. But we will make do with what we've got. Get a nice shot into the RU-251. And this is really where it works well in this tank, is in this sniping position, waiting for them to roll around the side. So they have one hill already. Now I'm just waiting for them to keep pushing through and give me those shots. There you see I switched to premium ammunition. Still bounce off the side of the T95 there, and then off the top as well as he dips in behind that rock. was very confused as to how those didn't penetrate before. But, you know, you do what you do. Now you see I'm playing a bit smarter and getting behind cover. And I'm able to just hit the captain's hatch on the T-95 before he goes too low again. Get some nice side shots into the heavy tanks rolling through. This is where I got spotted, yep. Got 2 shots into the T-95, but I basically lost all of my hit points for getting spotted off of that first shot. There we go. Now I'm down to easily a 1-shot by anyone. And now it's time to skedaddle. I go back to my standard rounds. I don't want to waste premium ammunition prices or costs on shots that don't need to be premium. And hightail it out of there to safer ground. But even at this point, it's a tie for kills. We're a little bit up on damage, or on health. I'm at 5.1k damage dealt, and only 1 kill yet. But I have had pretty good damage overall this round already. Now you can see they still have a bit of an advantage when it comes to the number of guns they have in the game. But we do have the HP advantage because of all of our snipers who have been able to retain their hit points. Once again, do some tracking damage without doing any damage. Sitting back and trying to find these weak spots as the enemy keeps pushing. You can see I snapped into the overhead view to get a bird's eye view of where the enemies were hiding behind. The E5 is behind the little church building, and the Jagdpanzer was still behind the rock. And we really need this Type 5 Heavy to stay alive so that he can keep spotting enemies as they push up. You see, now I get just the last few hit points on that revised M4A1. And once again, just the last few hit points on the Jagdpanzer E100. And there we go. That's where that Type 5 spotting came in handy, where he could spot for us sitting in the back. And just like that, even though they were up 1 tank before, we are now at a 12-8 game. I'm at 4 kills, 5.6k damage, and at this point they have 3 tanks left. 1 is on the hill, 1 is in the back corner. So I'm gonna just run down the middle, and because that way I figured I could shoot at both sides wherever I was needed then. And it's not like they can do much to me because they're busy just trying to stay alive with the tank advantage that we have coming at them from both sides. They do end up getting the Type 5 Heavy. I think that was, oh, the Panther too. That's actually impressive that the Tier 8 got that kill on the Type 5 Heavy. At this point, the Panther gets spotted running off of the hill, so I quickly just go into siege mode and try to get in line for a shot as he comes past the rocks, and that is the kill shot. Now, can I get just 1 more shot of damage in and 1 more kill? That would be the 6k damage and 6 kills, which would be a pretty nice YouTube thumbnail title, don't you think? And you here I just immediately started zooming out and backing off, thinking I had got him, but I had hit his track again. So I had to zoom back in and wait for the kill shot. Not sure what that was. You can just disregard that. And here I'm just zooming in for the final... Never mind. Already gets him. I get a little bit of spotting. And that is the game. 6k damage, 6 kills in the STRV 103B. You can take a look at these details here. Thanks all for watching, and we will see you all in the next one.